In this lecture, I'm going to talk about installing CreateStudio on your computer. It actually runs on the computer rather than being cloud-based. And I think this actually helps with its speed. It runs quite a bit faster than a lot of the cloud-based software that I run. And I'm going to include a Windows 10 taskbar setup. So that's just for my Windows users. If you're using Mac, I'd appreciate it if you submit for other students, for fellow students, ways to do the same thing I'm going to show you how to do on Windows 10 for a Mac. Now, I originally had a vision of showing you the whole installation process and so on, but then I realized, well, I'd have to buy another copy of the product under a different username and go through, and I went, oh, let me just tell you that the installation is a standard installation. When you purchase the product, you're going to be taken to a page where it's going to say, okay, you purchased the product. Now, here's your download link, and it's going to be a download button. So you just click on the download button, and the installation program will download. Now, I usually download to my downloads directory with all these installation programs. And if you want to run the installation program, which is the next step, you can either go to your downloads directory and double-click on the executable for the installation program, or open it in the little download bar. I use Chrome. I get a little download bar that shows me the status of the download. And then I can click a little up arrow and I can say open. And what that will do is it will execute the installation program. And then I just use the defaults as far as everything it prompts me for, where it's going to install the program, all of these things. Yes, yeah, default. And it goes along until you hit the finish button at the end and your program is installed. So it's a really simple installation. I don't really need to show you. You've installed probably hundreds of programs and seen this process. Now, I will tell you that CreateStudio, when you start it, will periodically prompt you to update the program if it has an update. And you just say update and it goes through the same process pretty much as the install, and it replaces the executable with the latest updates. Now, I will tell you that updating seems to undo what I'm about to show you, which is the Windows 10 taskbar configuration, or how to set up CreateStudio for quick launch in Windows 10. And for this, I'm going to jump over to our first screen capture demonstration, or screencast, whatever you like, and show you how to do this on Windows 10. So let's jump over there now. Okay, so here I am in Windows 10. Now, what I like to do to run programs is put them on the taskbar. Notice this bar at the bottom? This allows you quick launch of programs. And it also tells you the status of programs. So here you can see anything that has a blue bar under it, there's a program or an instance of that program running. And if you hover over it, it will show you that program, and you can hover over the program and get it to come up on the screen. Now, all I've got to do is click on the window and I go to that window. And you can see that I've got the CreateStudio icon over here. No blue bar under it and nothing comes up, so it's not running right now. Now I'm going to show you how to get CreateStudio down here onto the bar. So to remove it from the bar, I right click and I say unpin from taskbar. Now the problem is, how do you find CreateStudio? Well, the way that I typically find it is I open the Start menu and then I just type at it. So I type create, and all I've got to do is type create, and it comes up with, it finds CreateStudio. Now, if I left click on this, the program will start running. But if I right click on it, it will give me options, including pin to taskbar. So if I pin to taskbar, notice now I have the icon once again down on the screen. And if I want to start the program, I just click on the little icon and CreateStudio will come up. Now let's kill this and let's get rid of this icon. We'll unpin from taskbar again. Let me show you another way to pin it to the taskbar. We bring up the Windows menu. I type, how much do I have to type? Just CR, and CreateStudio comes up. Now I can click on it and start the program. And it will bring up a little icon because it's running on the taskbar. Now if I right click on that icon, I can say pin to taskbar. And now it will be permanently here. So if I shut down the program, you can see I've got the icon. So that's how to install CreateStudio on the Windows taskbar for easy and quick launch. So you don't have to keep finding it by bringing up the Windows menu and typing CR, okay? And I recommend you do that. I love having all of my tools, as you can see, on my taskbar. Another option is you can pin it to the start menu, but I don't want to go to the start menu. I want them down at the bottom of my screen for easy access. And with that said, I'm going to move on to the next lecture, which is how to get support for CreateStudio. I'm going to talk about the Facebook group, how to submit support questions via email, and also a whole bunch of online tutorials that you can watch for free. I'll see you in that lecture.